right, here we are, rack number 1. Our first look at Serena Black. And she is playing with the Durbin Destroyers and Prem Karki on the other side. Here for Lindenwood Lions. Joining us once again, Mark Wilson. Welcome.
Mark Wilson.
That's right, that's right.
A lot of energy here.
Well, I tell you what, I'm running out of energy.
That's always what they say when I'm doing something with ESPN or Fox. Keep the energy up. Keep somebody in your ear.
Step it up a notch.
Yeah. And here it is, a safety play.
We had a guy at our last tournament up in Wisconsin. He would sit in, and if you ever wanted to raise the energy level, you just put him in the booth for even for 30 seconds. This guy's energy level was so high. It was John French, Frenchie. And this guy is just so exciting that it's just you couldn't help but get more energized. Yeah.
No, you need that though for a long match or a long day.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is a lot of matches here. It's all back to back. There's no breaks. So here we are. This is a race to 4. This is your host, Ray Hansen. I'm here with Mark Wilson.
There you go. Drama.
Moscone Cup team captain and also billiard coach for Lindenwood University. Well,
Prem tried to play a safety. It didn't come out of it all that good. It was a very difficult shot. Serena Black at the table.
I've never even heard of Serena Black before, but she looks like she can play pretty well.
Yep. She's improved so much. Again, she's from Decatur.
Okay.
Very passionate about the sport, and she's another one that's raised her level significantly in the last year. Everybody loves her.
Hey, in high school?
Mm-hmm.
No kidding. Wow. Very impressive. We got some outstanding young talent coming up. Ranks.
She's been to Lindenwood a few times. She's coming this week to participate in the Allison Fisher Clinic on Wednesday.
No surprise there.
She just got that good spark that she's going to be something special.
Yeah.
Prem hit a nice ball there. Winds in the position.
Well, not a lot left here just to control the cue ball. Everything's available. And he's come up a little short here, it seems like. I don't think it's going to affect him too much because the 7 ball's sitting pretty well.
And he's got to get on the 7 pretty good here. And the debate is to go 2 cushions on our side of the 9 ball.
Yeah, it looks much like a much more severe angle in person than it does looking at it on the screen. On the screen, it almost looks like you just tap the 6 forward, and roll forward with the cue ball, but I don't think that's the case.
Looks like he's drawing 2 cushions. 3 cushions, good choice. Got on the angle here. He'll be a little bit long, but he does have the shot.
Slightly elevated off the rail here as well.
This is the one that if he's going to miss it, you'll see him flicker his head. Oh, he's elevating for stop. I think you should level cue and follow. It's not as sure for position, but you certainly make the ball a lot more often. Great shot there as he hit the heart of the pocket.
He just found himself near the rail again. But he just wanted to make sure he pocketed that ball. He put all of his focus on making that 7 ball.
Prem down on the 8 ball, formerly the number 1 player in the ball, but currently in number 2 position to B4. Nice shot there on the 8. Gonna have to fight again here on the 9.
Yeah, this 9 is a hanger compared to those last 2 shots.
Yeah. The key is to not have a letdown here. And he closed out. Nice run.
nice. Well, he did a good job cleaning up there after getting back to the table. Those were some tough shots he had to finish that out with.
Self-induced, somewhat. Yeah.
True. All right, Serena Black breaking rack number 2. So how's everybody? How's Karaoke Kathy and Derek?
We've had quite some time. Dylan got married last weekend, and the stress volume was off the charts, I would say.
Oh, yeah?
Family from everywhere.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. The Clampetts have come to St. Louis. And it's,
The Clampetts.
we had drunken festivals everywhere. If you're upset by heavy drinking, mild nudity, and occasional police visits, our family is not the one to be associated with, I can tell you right now. You bore witness at Derek's house one time, did you not?
I did. I left before it got too exciting, though.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Rack number 2. All right. And I didn't see anything drop. Nope. Prem with a bank shot here.
It's the off-angle bank, though. I think this is ill-advised to play offense from here. I think he should go straight defense and just bank it to the center of the end rail.
Yeah, I agree.
He's going to play offense, though. I can tell by the way he's queuing up.
Well, kind of two-way, kind of. I think he's left a peek at it at the 1 ball here for Serena. You know, a lot of times as a teenager, you don't know that this is a tough cut.
That's true.
I don't see, it's not going to be easy to kick that one out of there.
Yeah, it's hard to tell how much she can see of it, and she might be forced to cut at it because she can't see enough to do anything else.
Well, here we go.
Very level cue, like that part of it. She could see enough of it to try for safety, and that was well executed.
Ooh, this is tough.
Mm-hmm.
Prem could come to the bottom rail here and try to manufacture an angle from the bottom rail. I think he could also play rail first right below the pocket there, and then just nick the top, just top the 1 ball and drop over on the other side of the 6. But man, there's just not a whole lot of easy shots here.
No, and going at that point, it's easy to just graze past the one and not hit it at all from this heavy angle. It's not a shallow angle. He's trying to go ball or right to the point. Think he's going to scratch? No.
Did he hit the point closest to the ball there?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't tell he could see that much of it.
Serena has quite a fan following here from Decatur. He's got her father was here, Robert. She makes a nice shot there.
Yeah, it was a hell of a shot.
Let's get some of her other friends from Decatur here supporting her as well.
I don't know about you, Mark. I like just crossing this 2 up table as straight as possible. Try to get it as close to that 7 and drop the cue ball down here to the bottom rail on a cross.
Yeah, with speed control, you're saying you don't want it to get down by the corner pocket.
Right.
Yeah, this was about the right shot here.
Yeah.
Just gets past that side.
Yeah. She would have, if she would have gotten that cue ball on the bottom on the rail itself would have been better.
And another 6 inches on the 2 would have been better, but
Sure.
looks like Prem can now cut it into the side or go in the corner.
Yeah, he's got to be careful on this side cut here. He's going to run into the 7 ball. And he does, and the 7 ball actually works to his advantage, holding the cue ball. And he's going to have to travel a little bit here now. We may see another one of those 3 rails inside English out of the corner. You see him really winding up there on his warm-up. Okay, he pulled it over with side spin. I believe he is, with outside, I believe he has caught a view of the 4 ball here. Welcome back, Mark. Mark stepped away for a moment, and he's back.
Oh, we almost made it. Tried to take care of the cue ball, which he did. We want to send a big shout out to Teachers Billiards. I'm informed that they're watching it live on their big screen down there. We got some avid Lindenwood supporters that go there.
Mm-hmm.
And Teachers been really trying to promote the sport around St. Louis, but putting a lot of effort into these big matches.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it pretty cool experience. It's just 3.5 miles south of Lindenwood.
Just had the big match with Jason Shaw and Justin Bergman.
Yeah. Justin was recently hired on as the house pro there, too. I don't know if you were aware of that.
Yeah, I was.
Pretty
That's
cool.
Great.
Did you ever travel with Justin at all?
Yes. Yeah, we got him. We got him out back in January of 2014. We got him to go down to Alabama to a tournament. And Tracy Whitney sponsored him down there from High Pockets.
Justin Bergman, he's a kid. He's a comical kid, when you know him.
Yeah, real. I mean, I was very impressed with him. Good manners, respectful of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Just he wanted to win no matter what. He wanted to win, and he did.
Yeah, you have to admire him. When I first met him, he was probably maybe 9, 10, or 11 years old. And at that age, you could already break and run an occasional rack of 9 ball on a 9-foot table with tight pockets. You could just say, dang, this kid. And his cue was almost twice as tall as he was. I'm not exaggerating. And he'd perpetually have a blue streak across his cheek because that's where the cue was, And then
It's funny.
when he'd lose a match, I told him about the importance of being a good sport. Because sometimes when he'd lose, he'd take it so hard. And so I said, if you're going to play in this league, you're going to have to be able to handle it. And he's playing veteran players, and they beat him an occasional 1 rack of 8 ball. And he'd go up to him, Ray, and I know the viewers can't see it, but he'd kind of whip his hand out like this, to shake. And then there'd be 1 tear coming down his cheek at the same time. That's how passionate he was back then.
Hated to lose.
And just loved the game, It's so funny. One time he invited me to his house when he was that age, and he had a little maroon, super tight home leather-pocketed table, 8-footer. And we're playing, and his sister's got Barbie dolls laying on the playing surface. But undaunted, he's ramming balls in from awkward angles in the side pocket, and he's beating me. I was like, how does this kid do it? Nothing bothers him. Yeah. What a character.
Well, Prem, Karki here is looking to go up 2-0 here on Serena. Prem's looking good.
Yeah, he's a good kid too.
So did I hear you correctly? Did you say that he was the number 2 player in Nepal now?
Beavor's number 1 in Nepal. Prem's number 2.
No kidding.
And
Wow.
Prem was formerly number 1. Beavor has really bore down in the last year and applied himself.
It's pretty solid.
Prem is now trying to regain his original stature, and he's been putting more effort in here lately.
All right, after 2, Prem is leading 2-0.
Kind of the saddest component of it all is that Prem started with the program 4 years ago, and both him and Beaver are graduating in December. And so I'm almost wishing they'd fail or something, because they're starting to play good, and we want them for the team, and losing 2 good core members.
Yeah, well, I know you just.
Yes, I do. But proud of them, really. Tell you the truth, they both respect it, love it now. In some cases, they were previously, before I met them, video gamers that didn't know you could stop and follow in safety. Really. And now they're playing the likes of Johnny Archer and Landon Shuff at the same day. So, and they face tigers in the wild. So you leave them a tough 9-ball, you're really not going to scare them that much. They might miss it, but they're not afraid. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. All right, here we go. Rack 3. Well, that's a nice break, but he's let the cue ball drift down to the bottom rail. Again, if he had was able to just put that pop on the cue ball and let it jump backwards and stop right there in the center of the table, look where he would have a chance of being in pretty good shape here.
Yeah. Yeah, good point.
Of course, the 3-ball, could have been a factor there as well, but still, always a much better chance to run out if you're in the center of the table.
Both of those kids are going to be pool players for life, Ray. Oh, yeah.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah, they love it. Yeah, they absolutely love it. Once they get on their feet economically with a job, they're going to have their own table, no doubt. Even now, a lot of times I'm there at odd hours, and they stop in throughout the day, not because I mandate for them to come. They choose to come.
Come in and hit some balls.
Oh, yeah. They don't come for social hour. They come there to play, and they love it. The tougher the game, the happier they are.
Well, Serena's got to be loving this leave. She has got a shot on the 1 and a chance to get on the board here.
Always the first shot of any inning is always the kind of tricky one there to kind of get your momentum going. She did a good job, made the ball. Just a hint of head lift with Serena quite often when she delivers her cue, so that would be the first thing I would address with her as her coach.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier as well. She's just, like you said, just a hint.
Stayed down good on that one.
Yeah, sure did. No hint there.
Do you know how you cure something like that when you have a little glitch? It's most interesting, but the first step is awareness. Okay, so now we've apprised her that she has a little head lift. Then once you line up to shoot, right before you pull the trigger, right when you get to the final pause, unfortunately, you have to close your eyes and feel for it as you deliver your stick. So you have to shoot blind at that point. Because then you start to become heighten your awareness because the balls distract you so much from it. They say this, did I lift my head again? I didn't think I did. I didn't feel it. Or with the eyes closed thing, then you always are involved with the feeling because you don't have anything else to look at.
Yeah, so. Interesting.
And then in the shortest period of time, you can get rid of some kind of an idiosyncrasy that you would like to eliminate from your game. Under pressure, those things really fracture even more vigorously than at home in your pajamas, the same shot. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure
Yeah.
Do. Boy, Prem stayed down really good on that shot.
Yeah, he never used to, but he does now. He's really learned how much more consistent he is when he stays still.
Yeah, that's one thing I've battled myself with for a long time, jumping up on shots. And once I, like you said, visualize it and bring it to my consciousness, it helps.
He jumped up on that one. But also what brings it on is poor stance. Because if your hand perpetually catches yourself in the rib cage prior to getting up between your pectoral area and the shoulders, to get a follow through, you have to get clearance. And the only way to get it is to lift. Or drop your elbow and twist your wrist, and sometimes in tandem and in trio. So you want a little cleaner entry into the shot, so you don't have to fight those extra moving parts that are irrelevant to accuracy or power, but do compromise consistency.
Well, Serena most certainly going to be on the board here.
And Serena Black, just like Ray said, captures her first game, trails in the match 1-2. Coming to you live on Pool Action TV.
You know, I bought a new vehicle, a bigger one, to carry some more stuff, so I can carry more supplies with me. And anyway, so it has Bluetooth connectivity. So for the longest time, and I finally figured out how to get it to stop playing. But I would get into my vehicle, and the very first thing that I would hear is Derek Keith doing the intro from the Battle of Blackpool, Battle Before Blackpool, and then he would say only on PoolActionTV.com, and
I'd never take that out of my car if I was you.
Yeah, it sounds great.
For some of you that don't know, Ray goes by Big Truck. I never understood it because he showed up in a little car one time. The first time I met him, I'm like, "What's the deal?" I was figuring some big black pickup truck all shined up and then be. But
no, I bought and sold heavy trucks for 17 years.
I see.
Rack 4 coming up. Well, you know, that's one thing I think, you know, once we get a pro tour going that players can legitimately make a living playing in, that's gonna ignite everything, because all the young players and the young people that love the sport but have given up on it or have moved on to something else, now there's a light at the end of the rainbow. There's something to go for.
Ray, you and I have talked about that before too, and we both agree that we need the aspirational component to drive. You know, you got to have a pro tour if you want the pool rooms to flourish and Q sales to go and streaming and
Everything.
We've got to have more players.
But we're not going to have more players unless we have some light at the end of the rainbow. We must have a pro tour. So it's very important.
I truly envision a pro tour of 32 men and 16 women playing in the same arena side by side again like we used to do, because both sides bring quite a bit to the party in terms of spectatorship and fans and energy and excitement, and the legitimacy that the women offer in terms of not so stereotypical perceptions being negative, or, and then the men, great players too. And so I would love to have something that would be affordable to do. I think that's probably the most cost-effective way to regain control of our sport.
Yeah, I didn't like that push out that she did. She let Prem have a pretty easy shot there. Pretty easy safety.
Anytime you make a stop shot that is effective from that range, then that's not going to be a good push out.
Yeah, and Prem also could have done a better job here, in my opinion. I think he could have put a little bit more speed on that one ball, still held the cue there. Well, it's paid off for Prem.
Tried an aggressive cut. Looks like he's a bank it in. He did. Inadvertently.
With shape.
I always try to explain to him it's not luck yet unless you capitalize and win the match, or win the game from it. Really.
Yeah,
because
that's right.
Sometimes you have guilt or something and you don't. But when it goes the other way, the person's going to take it, and you get plenty of bad rolls too. So when this happens, just proceed. But make sure you cash it in. Well, he ran right straight into the 5, so They go to his jump cue. This cue's been getting a heavy workout today due to his lack of position play. Every time I look over, Prem's got a jump shot going on. Nice shot. Prem is a big Texas Rangers fan, in case you didn't know it.
Oh, yeah? No, I did not know that.
Yeah, well, how would you expect it to be? But he loves sports.
Well, big break for Serena and a chance to tie it up here. Well, we must have 3 or 4 matches remaining still, and 7 earlier when we addressed it. Serena has missed the 3 ball, and Prem now will have a chance to close out and move to the hill. We'll see if we can get Mark to verify how many remaining matches are left before when he gets back.
I don't want to disappoint you, Ray, but I think your figure was a little low. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 unbegan.
No kidding. So,
yes.
that would be about 6 more for the 6 rounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of one of these things where all these kids want to play and get some experience, and when you travel as far and as long of a day as it is, we just play all 32 matches, no matter what the score is, to get that.
That was a great shot right there from Prem.
Kind of a tricky one here, it looks like. It's got to get past the 9, so it's a little bit of draw, but not excessive draw. You can scratch. So he's trying to, he's right in between. He's thinking about drawing. Excessive draw and go right to the side rail rather than the end rail.
Yeah, if he catches that 9, he could scratch.
Yeah, he can even scratch if he goes too low. Oh, he's going top spin now like this. I don't think he's going to scratch here.
Missed it. Oh. How did that go in?
It didn't hit bad.
Okay. Table speed.
That's how good he's playing. He almost missed, Ray. Rather than almost made it.
Right.
Prem. Fire it up there, kid.
To the hill.
Yeah, he's trying to earn his power rankings way back onto being the #1 player in Nepal.
So, okay, I got to ask, how did these guys become the #1 and #2 player in Nepal if they've only been playing a short period of time?
Well, they're the only 2 Nepalese players I know, so of course there's #1, #2. I mean, really no one has actually issued a threat, so we just go with it.
Okay.
Sort of like team humor there.
Right. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, they probably are. I've never heard of a player from Nepal before.
Right, but there is some talented players there. Then snooker is a big sport there, so
okay.
This is, but
Gotcha.
we have fun with it. We kind of go with it.
Right.
Till proven otherwise, we'll just operate with 1 and 2 on our team.
All right, rack 5. Here we go. Prem is on the hill, racing to 4. Well, nothing down.
Did you win your last one?
All right, Mark's going to step away for a second, and he'll be right back with us here shortly. Serena removing the magic ball rack. She's got a clear view of the 1 ball here, and I'm thinking we're going to see a safety here.
I'm going to update the team score here. Do you know what it is?
A lot to not many. It's
14 to 4.
Wow.
That's our current score right now. The Durbin destroyers are operating on all cylinders.
Yeah, they are destroying today. Well, these, the majority of these that we've been to have been really close, and I'm really surprised to see this big of a spread here. And they even lost one of their top guys, Nick Varner.
They didn't lose much. They replaced him with Rob Saez here.
Well, you got a good point there.
This juncture of the game. But anyway, these guys will be running laps tonight when we get home.
Well, Mark, I believe Serena has left Prem a shot in the side pocket here with this 1 ball.
Yeah, this will be a good test. Off the back rail. Nice shot there. Stayed down, stayed still. That was just a quality stroke.
And look at this. Held the cue ball for the 2. He was threatening to go behind that 7. Well, he's not happy with it, but the 4 ball being right by the 8, that's the tough part here because of holding this cue ball and pocketing the 3 is pretty tricky.
Yeah, very much so. This is one of those that there's not necessarily a right or a wrong. So you're going to try to draw it and hold it. Just go up past the side pocket here. I think he can do that. No, he went power. Had he got past the side pocket, it would have arced out of that scratch, but he hit it so hard it rode the tangent line a bit too long. Went straight in. I think he could have used max spin and minimum speed and was able to hold it there, but that takes a pretty experienced player to recognize that that's doable, and if you're feeling a little pressure, you want to let out your stroke.
That's right.
I'm pretty confident Ephraim would have bent the cue ball down there and put it about where Serena's got the cue ball set up with the ball in hand.
Right. And took it around with the spin.
Yeah, she kind of jumped up a little bit on that, Ray.
Well, Prem's on the hill and we got a chance to close it out here. Oh, look at this. You know, a lot of times those balls, when they're sitting up in the jaws like that, can really be deceiving.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it seems at first glance to be really simple and basic. And if you don't walk down there and take a look at it, it can get you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened right there.
Yeah, certainly. It was not laying all that easy, and he wanted to hit it a little heavy and check up the cue ball. That's just what happened. It only moved a couple inches, but did not fall. That's kind of a funny thing. Every week I get it or talk to somebody and they go, I would have won last week, but I missed a real easy shot. And it's kind of like, maybe, and just maybe, they're not all as easy shots as you think, because how do you guys keep missing all these easy balls, So no such thing. There's less difficult shots, but I think they all deserve respect. And it's amazing, too, on a diamond table, sometimes we'll put the cue ball on the foot spot, hang an object ball in the far corner pocket, and put the 9 ball in the center of the end rail below the 9. So all you got to do is make 2 balls. You got to make the hanging ball and get position for the opposite end rail center. You got to be an unbelievably good player to do it consistently. And so, but you could go to the league and say, here, you just got to make 2 balls. You can do it, right? Would you bet? And you'll win overwhelming majority of those. Particularly with a diamond table and stick it way deep in there. Oh, it is unbelievably tough to do. Really?
I believe you. Mark, I think you told me earlier, but what is this young man's name with the blue jacket over here?
Oh, I'm not seeing that's, I'm sorry. Josh Franklin.
Josh Franklin, that's right.
Yep, he played on the Atlantic Cup team this year, the Juniors Moscone Cup. Went to Austria. Great experience there. They didn't win, but he's a good kid. Great talent. He's dating Serena now. I think that's probably helped her game some too, because he's a terrific player.
Well, Prem Karki with the 3 balls. Well, from here it looks like he's going to go over to the side rail and back out, but he's walking over looking at his tangent line.
He's winding up as if he's going to really let out the stroke here. I think he's going to pound this 2 cushions, the way it looks. Side rail, end rail. No, he rolled it. Okay.
Wow, yeah, I was surprised there.
Wouldn't have been bad to work the cue ball a little closer to the 8. Now he's going to have to make a good shot, but this would be a match-winning shot.
Right, and he's got to have a shot on the 9 ball as well.
See if he keeps his head still here. He did, and they made a nice pass at that ball too. Yeah, that was a quality shot. Much improved by Prem. He used to always flinch at that one.
And he's I mean, I guess kind of got away with it a little bit here. He's got Serena long and straight and slightly elevated.
Yeah, you can't expect to lose or win from here or and make it tough. You expect your opponent to win, but as long as you made a great pass on the previous one, it was worth the risk. If you buckle, then you should have played safe, or he could have cross corner banked it if he was feeling a little weak and in a one pocket fashion bring the cue ball down here. But if he's going to make that quality of an effort at it, then it's okay to play it that way.
Yeah, he did make a quality effort, that's for sure.
Good shot there, Serena Black. Kept her head still there.
Yeah, but look at this.
Rock solid. Yeah, good job there. Serena Black pulls back a game, trails in the match 3-2, racing to 4. Ray, you've been gone just about every weekend, haven't you?
Pretty much. Right now I'm on this. Right now this is 9 weekends out of 10 weekends that I've been at events. and we're about ready to take off for a few weekends and regroup, bring some new equipment online, get ready for some new things.
What kind of new equipment?
Turn the page. Now we're actually switching our camera inputs. Mark's going to step away for a second and work on the next few matches here. All right, Serena getting her break cue, and she is set to go. Mark Wilson back with us.
Like Serena's breaking well. Both times I noticed that she broke it. Very, very solid.
She's got a lot of confidence at the table as well.
Yeah, that's a credit to her coach, Dave Carr, who works with her and has just worked wonders, yeah. Yeah, you got a great student here that has kind of spirit and enthusiasm for the game. And then you got a good coach, knowledgeable coach like Dave Carr, Decatur.
Well, she's got away with this one. She missed the one, but she's left the cue ball behind the 6.
Yeah, I think Prem needs to kick 2 cushions. If he goes straight at it, it's just too likely to scratch or fail to hit it. Or hit the point and not get saved from this angle.
Catches just a hair fat and he goes right in the corner pocket. It wouldn't be good. Well, he did hit it first and it came out pretty nice.
Great shot. Yeah, you had to make a heck of a pass to get that hit.
Well, now we're going to see if is Serena going to get her jump cue out, or will she be kicking? She's not making any moves towards any kind of jump cue. It's a tricky jump shot anyway. Even if you try to jump at this, you could scratch pretty easily in the top left corner.
She's going one rail, looks like. Over here on an adjacent table, Landon Sheffett just getting ready to tee off with Rob Saez.
Great match there.
Good shot by Prem.
Well, I think this one's over, Mark.
Well, you're used to looking at pros. I would say I don't think it's over.
Well, everything seems pretty simple. Yeah, you're right. It is good like that.
It is amazing, though, for me to get to watch these kids grow and experience the joy of the sport and what it has to offer, and then obtain a good education at the same time and go on and respect it and turn them out in the world and teach their kids. And it's kind of like growing the sport like Johnny Appleseed, one player at a time type of thing.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not an easy task, but it's a very rewarding task.
Well, I know there's one of the. It made me think of it what you just said. One of the gentlemen in the industry here that really has a sincere desire to grow the sport and build it into something. It's Greg Sullivan with Diamond Billiards.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell Greg, I said, Greg, got to take it slow, one step at a time. And he goes, I don't have time for slow. I want it to happen in my lifetime.
Right.
That's what he always says.
Yeah, I know what he means. We're getting out towards the 9th inning here.
Yeah, I mean, it really would be great. But we got to make sure we, over and above everything, is move in the right direction.
Yeah. Hey,
as long as we can continue to do that, it's going to eventually we'll get there.
Well, you called it this rack, Ray. You said he was going to get out, and boy, it really looks like he's going to.
Well, I tell you, this shot here, I've seen many of top-level players, bobble this ball out of the pocket.
Yeah, or miscue, or a lot of things can happen, but
I think
he played the pattern good to get to here. Normally he wouldn't have stayed in line this well. He might have got up, but he had to make 3 trick shots.
Right. I think what causes players to miss this particular shot here so much is trying to overpower the draw shot,
Yeah.
and get, trying to get the cue ball way back down here when you don't have to have it all the way.
Just get to the side pocket's pretty good. This will be the one that he bobbles his head on if he misses. Good view. Stayed still.
Wow, man, how good did he hit that? Look at this.
So improved for him. If you knew the Prem of a year and a half ago versus the Prem today, he's going to go on and close it out just like Ray said. Prem Karki wins this match 4-2. Great result.
All right, more action coming to you. Don't go far. You're watching live coverage of the Durbin Cup here only on PoolActionTV.com. We'll be right back.
Sorry.